Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Arif Hafiz Utama from class 3B. This time I want to speak about religion and peace and also to fulfill my final test in this academic speaking course. So just let's go to the topic. How Christianity and Islam influence the individual to work towards peace. The dynamic nature of the term peace is fundamentally what develops the differing interpretations of it across religious traditions. A definition can be stated as simply an absence of war in the form of justice across the globe, or rather, freedom from disturbance or tranquility, Oxford Dictionary 2020. Within an individual, principal teachings of peace are exhibited in the religious traditions of Christianity and Islam, and through examination one can find that in the Bible, specifically the New Testament, inner peace is displayed through prayer and having good relations with oneself and others, with the central focus of being peace through love. Similarly, one finds that in Islam, inner peace is achieved through the following of the Quran and Hadith, an absolute surrender to Allah, with the central focus of peace through good deeds. Through the evaluation of principal beliefs and sacred texts, key ideas of peace within religious traditions can be drawn, demonstrating how individuals of Christianity and Islam work towards peace. In Christianity, strong emphasis is placed to strive for peace within themselves and others. This emphasis is showcased in the stimulus love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you so that you may be children of God in heaven. Matthew 43 to 45. Showcasing the immense importance of loving all, as this is what leads to world peace. The beatitude of blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 9 influences adherents to work towards peace as God will have appointed them as blessed in the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, Christians should keep good relations with others in order to be right with God. For example, Martin Luther King Jr. was a Christian civil rights leader who fought for peace between black and white people in the USA. He attempted to achieve this through peaceful protest about equality. Christians today can use this example to advocate against injustice in a peaceful manner, in which one's enemies are treated justly and righteously. It is evident that world peace and inner peace are closely connected, as one can only attempt to achieve world peace if peace within oneself is found. This is demonstrated in what causes fights and quarrels among you. Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? James 13. Stating that the absence of inner peace causes war. Consequently, adherents achieve world peace through following the example of Jesus Christ and advocating against injustice in their everyday lives. A significant example in Christianity is arguably Saint Paul, who preached that inner peace is the foundation of world peace and that it relies on the adherent. It depends on you, be at peace with all. Romans 18. Peace is portrayed as a gift from God and is mentioned throughout the New Testament. For example, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. John 27 mentions Jesus leaving his people with peace as a gift, as a promise after his resurrection. This teaching aligns greatly with the Pax Christi movement, which is a Catholic peace organization formed post-World War II and aims to establish peace, respect for human rights, and justice, reconciliation, Pax Christi 2020. This links to the stimulus as help is delivered to those who have been persecuted in a peaceful manner. However, inner peace is achieved through prayer, bringing an individual closer to God. The World Council of Churches International Prayer for Peace Day attempts to bring together people through interfaith dialogue in Hick 34 and increases one's inclination to work together in peace and justice. WCC 2005. An individual can achieve inner peace through prayer and through this feel encouraged to bring about world peace and actively reflect their attitude to peace within Christianity. The ecumenical organization, the National Council of Churches in Australia, also strives to achieve peace within the community. With the Week of Prayer of Christian Unity, similar to the work of WCC and further exhibits the effect of pray for those who persecute you. In Islam, an adherent must submit to Allah and His teachings to develop inner qualities of peace. The word Islam means submission, which stems from the Arabic word salam, meaning peace. Thus, it is evident in the religion's own name that peace is of major significance. A key teaching in Islam is to love all and to hate no one. This is evident throughout the Quran and Hadith, in particular in the Hadith of Sunan Ibn Majah, which states the Prophet defined the true Muslim as one who avoids harming others, Muslims with his tongue, words, and hand actions. This clearly stresses the importance of being a good person in the eyes of God. The Prophet Muhammad (SAW) is a primary figure whom they strive to follow. One example of an event from the Prophet's life that Muslims actively seek to follow is when he conquered Mecca and forgave all his enemies who had fought with him, as to maintain the peace. It is vital that Muslims work toward peace as it is a command from Allah, and in doing so, Islam urges them to work towards what is right and away from what is wrong. The wrongdoers shall be sternly punished. A conveys that the wrongdoers rid the peace of the world due to the absence of peace within oneself. An organization that helps to provide relief to those in need and assist communities is Islamic Relief Worldwide, which relates to the aspect of peace through good works to achieve inner peace. Adherents look toward this example to help people regardless race, religion, in their everyday lives. To achieve inner peace, one must go through greater jihad, which is the internal struggle within oneself to conquer evil and maintain on Siratal Mustaqim, the straight path of Allah. This teaching is exhibited within the Quran in those who have believed, emigrated, and strived in the cause of Allah with their wealth and their lives are greater in rank in the sight of Allah. Quran 9:20. Thus proving that the greater jihad is held high in God's, and to strive in the name of God causes one to feel closer to God. An example of how adherents have worked towards inner peace is through the reflection of the 2019 Christchurch terrorist attack in New Zealand. Survivor Farid Ahmed's statements regarding peace align with Islamic teachings of surrendering to Allah and greater jihad to achieve inner peace. Its simple meaning is that I must worship Allah peacefully. Ahmed 2020. Adherents are therefore encouraged to go through life with patience and to trust in God, as this is what leads to inner peace. Another example of this is the Islamic Council of Victoria's statement about the attack, which, along with the National Council of Churches in Australia, promotes interfaith dialogue in harmony within the two traditions. It can also be said that the pillar of Salat is remembrance of God through prayer. Verily, the remembrance of God do hers find peace and tranquility. Ar-Rod 13 ayat 28. The greeting Assalamualaikum translates to peace be upon you and shows that Muslims wish wellness upon all they greet. Their greeting shall be peace. In conclusion, it can be demonstrated through the principal beliefs and sacred texts of Christianity and Islam that adherents of both traditions work towards peace. In Christianity, this can be exhibited through the New Testament, through prayer and having good relations with oneself and others, with the central focus being peace through love. In Islam, this can be displayed through the Quran and Hadith, through the absolute surrender to Allah, with the central focus of peace through good deeds. Okay, that's the topic about religion and peace from me. That's all. Have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.